Alright guys, here she is. It's finally time for the moment of truth. I've been waiting for this moment for many years. My first... Oh wait, there's bubble wrap. Okay, you can't see it yet. Wow, this is straight from Japan. My one, my only... Can I swear? I really don't want to wake anyone up. Okay, let's just get this stuff out of the way. Get straight down to my... Okay, there's more tape. 1 second. Alright, false alarm. For some reason I thought that this was going to be the console, but we do have this beautiful, super expensive in this day and age digital 3DO stick that I just had to get once I laid my eyes on her. Look at all those switches. All those nice looking switches that will never get used. Because I'm probably just going to use this for like one game and just one switch. Anyway, 3DO digital stick. Never had an arcade stick before. Never even really been like a fan of them really, but I just had to have this one once I saw it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to turn, but the ball does turn. Should I even be doing that? Anyway, it feels like it's gonna work. So yeah. Here's a quick shot of the back. It's got a couple little small thingies on it or whatever, but yeah, for something that's as old as in the 90s, you know, seems to be in pretty good shape, or damn good shape even. Alright guys, let's continue. First of all, yes, the console is right here, but have a look at this controller. I don't know why. I have seen over the past month and a half to 2 months, I've watched a bunch of 3DO videos like on games and on the hardware and stuff to see if it would be actually worth buying, right? And I've seen probably like, I don't know, like 10 to 15 different people holding 3DO controllers, like every single variation, right? And for some reason, they always made them look small. For some reason in the video, it always looked super duper small. But holding this, like I have big hands, okay? I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", and people have always told me that I have big hands, and they'd put their hands up to mine and stuff. It's not like super NBA player big, but it's like, you know, for a regular size human, I have what some, or you know, at least most people would consider big hands, right? And these are, and this is my hand compared to a 3DO controller. I was not expecting it to be like super small, but just like to see that I have to do like, you know, like basically like my whole palm and stuff to do this to it, right? Like I was expecting it to be smaller. I was actually scared that it was going to be super small and that was going to be a problem for me in using the console, but I can see that is not a problem. And because I love bulky stuff, you know, like having these big hands, like Xbox has always been my favorite console to use, my favorite controller, especially because their controllers are always so bulky, right? So they fit really nicely into my hands. I've never really liked PlayStation controllers like that. So to see that this one is so thick, like significantly thick and big, like, yeah, it's a really great surprise for me. So yeah, here's the nice little back there. You probably can't read what's on there. Camera is not the best. And yeah, this is feeling really like, has a good solid weight to it, and everything seems to be in great condition. Look at that, no rust at all. And I'm pretty sure that's where you would daisy chain right there. Okay. Oh, here's the thing they're called the AV cables. Surprised that there isn't a power brick, but this, you know, makes it nice and stuff. This wire here is my only concern so far. Everything has been looking great so far, but this wire peeking out down there is making me nervous. I'm trying to see if any of the other wires are peeking out, but it seems to be only, oh no, look at the red. Red is peeking. Red actually looks damn near broken off. That is okay. I'm getting scared now. I am getting scared. Why is that happening? It looks like it's only those two. Looks like it's only those two. Oh boy, this is flip. Oh my gosh, it is off the bone. I'm sorry. What is? I did not see this in the pictures. Was this shown in the pictures? I don't know. This is scaring me because this one at least is like it's the black is off of it, but it's at least like a full wire still connected to it. But the red is hanging by a thread here. This is very concerning. Should I put Scotch tape on it or something? I'm scared now. Oh my gosh, look at the white. I just saw the white. Oh my gosh, that is just as bad as the red. It is hanging on by a thread. Oh boy, problems. Okay, hopefully some good old Scotch tape or something will get the job done. So we'll have to come back to that, see if there are any performance issues later. So let me open this bad boy up. And there she is, boys. There she is. Real 3DO interactive multiplayer. I never thought the day would come. Never thought the day would come. And I'd actually have this bad boy in my hands. Of course, that's where the controller goes. Oh, you got a good amount of scratches on the front, but I can live with that. I can live with that. Let me press this to open. There she is. Inside looks pretty alright. Pretty alright. Couple light scratches, but it's to be expected. Console is over, I don't know, damn near 30 years old at this point. Have a look at the side where we have the on and off switch. This side, pretty sure this is where you put in the expansion to play CDs, and I'm not sure if it, pretty sure it didn't play DVDs, but there was an expansion to play CDs, so that would be where that would go. On the back here, of course, we have where we connect all our stuff as video, in case you might have that. That's where the AC adapter goes and where your memory expansion goes. I think it's like a 32-bit expansion. Probably won't need it though. I'm not going to be playing a bunch of games on this. Well, only like 9 or 10 or something like that. There's the bottom. This is a NTSJ Japanese 3DO model FC10. And bad boy's got a good amount of weight to it. Not gonna lie, I did want the FZ1. Well, I initially wanted the FZ1 model, but once I found out that you couldn't actually like manage the storage on it, like yourself, you would need to get a Game Genie or something like that to do it. Like you couldn't just do it on the system itself, go into, you know, like hardware settings or software settings and delete save files and stuff like that to make space. Once I realized you couldn't do that, I thought that this would have been the better option. And it's the cheapest one. Well, not the cheapest one, but the cheapest reasonably looking one that I could find. And so far, so good, you know. The only thing that's got me worried are these wires. These wires, I hope these wires will not be a problem. Sincerely hope that they will not be a problem. So, yeah, let's move on to the games. Okay, right before we get to the games, we may not have a problem, but this is, yeah, this is the first, like, this is the, I think, what's it called? Let me get this right. It's the Capcom Soldier Pad, or it's the Capcom Pad Soldier is what it's called. Not sure why it's not just called Soldier Pad, or I don't know, Street Fighter. It's basically the Street Fighter 2 controller, because I heard, you know, since the 3DO controller regular one only has about 3 action. Well, it's got like 5 buttons. You know, the L and R and the 3 buttons that you'd use for action on the face there. So it's like not enough to play Street Fighter 2, which is a game that really influenced this purchase of mine. So once I saw this was one of the weirdest controllers I had ever seen in my entire life. And I thought that it was going to be super expensive, and it is kind of expensive depending on how you look at it. But from my perspective of how of how rare I thought that this was going to be, it was actually a pretty good price that I got for it. Less than $100, about like 75 or 77 or something like that. It was less than $80, definitely. So I when I opened this, I was surprised because it came in this box here, right, which is about the size that I expected it to be, but this is a whole lot lighter and a whole lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Like, my hand is bigger than, like, no offense or anything. I just expected it to be bigger, you know? I don't know why. I just held it like how it's supposed to be held, I think. And it feels fine, like it'll serve its purpose fine or whatever, right? But yeah, I was not expecting it to be this small, because look at this thing. I don't know why I expected something bigger, but I did. Anyway, it seems to be in pretty good condition here. Here we go back there. 6-button controller pad, FCJJ 1XP. Got our good old 3DO up there. Got the Capcom logo down at the bottom there. So yeah, it should work fine. It should be fine. It feels fine. The buttons feel responsive enough. So if this makes me any better at Street Fighter 2, we'll find that out when we play it. Okay, game number 1 that I ran into here, Road Rash. This is the Japanese version here on the 3DO. Not sure if I ordered it brand new. I cannot remember, but this was the best looking version of it. I wanted the English version, of course, but yeah, they were getting up to those numbers that I was unwilling to pay, so I had to hop on over to Japan, and I found this for what I consider to be a reasonable price. I'm gonna tally up the cost of all of this in either a future video or maybe at the end of this one, I don't know. Electronic Arts down there at the bottom. Yeah, and I love this jewel casing here. So let's take a look on inside. Can I do that holding? Yes, I can. Okay, got some great artwork over here in the manual that I cannot read, but I'm pretty sure I'll understand. Look at that glistening case. I want to take a nice old gander at the back of the disc to see what we're dealing with here. Ooh, looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. Pretty clean. Only a few scratches, if you can see down there near the center. Right before you get into like the clear part, you can see about 3 scratches down there. And there's a couple, one or two scattered around the disc, but this should work perfectly. Because I'm having some trouble with the Xbox 360 games that I've been buying lately. You know what, just for the heck of it, let's just take a look through the manual real quick. Oh boy, wait, it's connected to the, I did not know. You know what, let's just leave that in there because it seems to not want to be touched right now. Forget, I'll get it out. Yes. Okay, I got it out. I just had to keep sliding it on all the way through. So here's the, yeah, this bad boy is definitely used. This thing is coming apart. Good old Japanese color manuals showing me how to play the game. It's a bike racing game. How hard could it be, right? Look at that nice artwork down there. Good old school sprites. Wait, thrash mode. What is thrash mode? Restroom? Can you read that? What is that? What is that? I don't know. It's showing all the characters, bulletin board, different bikes. Oh boy, I really wish if I could read this. These are all the characters of the game. But, you know, you bought a Japanese product, of course it's gonna come in Japanese. And that's about it. Yeah, pretty good manual. We're just gonna put that there for now. Push that to the side. On to the next. Alright, for a little bit there, I was confused because I saw this Amazon Prime bag, and I know that I didn't order any 3DO stuff from Amazon. So, and it was pretty flimsy, so I'm like, is this just an empty bag or something? But out drops this beauty right here, John Madden Football. Now, I saw the box art and like the full long box thing for John Madden Football, and I did want that. Like, I definitely wanted that, but this looked to be a pretty clean copy, and I'm trying to save as much money. Look at all that stuff. I'm trying to save as much money as possible while doing this, because I do not want to go bankrupt. Okay, John Madden Football actually had some pretty good prices on the like complete inbox, complete inbox long form, long form like in case game, right? But I don't know, man. Like I really wanted to save a few, pinch any dollars anywhere that I could. Trying not to touch the back here, but yeah, like I said, it looked like a pretty woo. Wait, are you seeing that? There are some significant scratches on there, and also these guys are pretty slick. Ooh, got you see me shirtless there. These guys are pretty slick because, okay, I'm trying to get a good angle to see the scratches that I'm seeing here. Okay, it's not a lot of them. It's not a lot. You could kind of see. I'm trying to give. Okay, you can see that, like on the outskirts of it, there are some scratches there, but that's okay. It's fine. Trying to find the best angle to see it. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter. It is a significant amount of scratches, but it should work. Like, especially in this corner. Oh, I really want you to see this. In the corner. Forget about it. But there are scratches on this. Who knows? I should have probably gone for the long box at this point, because, how are you going to keep scratches off of this thing, Anyway, the front looks good. I know nothing about football, but watching gameplay for this, I was pretty interested in seeing, like what I could pull off and stuff. So yeah, I'll give you feedback on it, see if I like it or not. It was pretty cheap. Who knows if I'll pay for that? We'll see. Alright, completely unrelated, but look what I've got. Look at this, complete inbox, brand new. A lot of great memories on this one. Back to the scheduled program. And I'm back. Guess who suddenly remembered they had a tripod? This guy. Okay, so on to the next. Whoa, I did not want to spoil the other ones until we get to those. But next here we have FIFA International Soccer, the first FIFA game ever made. EA Sports right on there. And it's another one that it's unfortunately not in the box because, yeah, these games kind of got up there in price, and we have a broken jewel case. Only the bottom rung. But that does not matter as long as the game itself is in working condition. This is actually the first time I've ever seen a pinhole for a jewel case that looks like this. But works just like all the others, just push and pull. Let's take a good old gander at the back, and this is the cleanest one so far. All right, there's like, let me show you. There was like a hair on there, but I kind of got that off. And yeah, only like a couple. I can just see a couple dots. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's just a couple of dots on there, and but yeah, for the most part, this is like 99% clean, and I am one big happy camper. I actually was gonna buy, well, I did. I bought both this and J League. I think it's called J League Virtual Stadium, because for some reason, even though it's basically like a reskin of this game, FIFA International Soccer, it looked better to me and like faster in my opinion when I watched videos on it. So plus I saw it for pretty cheap, so I'm just like, just buy both of them if you want both. But I ordered it the exact same stuff, like close to the exact same time as all this stuff, probably like a day later, and it just the status of it is still paid, but it has not shipped. Like all this stuff shipped and showed up in like what, a week, 5 to 6 days at most, maybe, you know. But for some reason that one is still stuck in paid. I've tried to contact the seller, but he just kind of ghosted me, so hopefully that gets itself worked out, you know. Another big reason why I wanted the 3DO, you may not be able to see that, but this is Escape from Monster Manor, a terrifying hunt for the undead. I wanted this one English, but in the English long box kind of thing, and even the English jewel case, it was pretty expensive, like pretty expensive. And I like the old school Japanese horror movie look of this case. Yeah, it's got that real classic Japanese horror kind of look to it. There's the back there, cannot read a single word. Take a gander in on the inside, and that is a sight for good old eyes. This may be the best put together version you know, of a 3DO game that I have. Let's take a quick gander at the manual here. Just flip through here. Oh wow. Pictures are good quality. The print feels like it's good quality, and it's all in really good condition. This is probably about the plot or something. This is showing all the mechanics of the game. Pretty sure we should be able to figure this one out without having to look. Well, we are looking at the manual, but without having to, you know, there's some nice artwork for it. Without having to know a bunch of stuff that would be required, you know, like from the manual and stuff like that. But yeah, that's that one down there. Let's move on. Next on the path. Oh, I forgot to show you the back of the disc. Sorry. Forgot to take this bad boy out. Is she in good? She's in pretty good quality. She's in pretty good quality. I can see 1 or 2 scratches and some dust and a couple dots around there, but it is in very good quality. I'd give this one like a, as far as quality of the back of the CD, I'd give it like an 8. Ooh. What was that? Did you hear that? I feel like I skidded it on something. I hope I didn't scratch it. Okay, that scared me for a second. Okay, next. This, believe it or not, is the #1 reason why I wanted a Panasonic 3DO. Slam & Jam 95. This is a very beat up version. Jewel case for this was actually not that expensive, but listen, I am penny pinching here, alright? This stuff costs a lot of money, so I'm cutting corners. At least we have a working jewel case here, and the front looks pretty good, but as we all know, because I watched gameplay for this and it looked really fun, you know, especially with it. Oh my god, can you see that? You should. Oh my gosh, there's scratches all over. 2 out of 10. You know what? Nah, 1 out of 10. Because there's like a assembly line. There's just like a group of scratches in this area right here. Oh my gosh, this looks filthy. I'm sorry. Look at all these scratches. Jeez. Did you go to it with a pickaxe? With a nice pick? Look at all those scratches. Good lord. Okay, let's hope this one works, because this is the reason why I bought the console in the first place. This is the game that I plan on spending the most time on. You know, it got pretty average reviews on, you know, for it being pretty much the only basketball game on the system. It got good reviews, but yeah, I really had a good time looking at that. So let's just hope for that one. John Madden. I showed John Madden already. Pretty sure I already showed. Okay, Off-World Interceptor. This is pretty sure this is like the last game that I ordered for the system, and that's because I was really going back and forth as to whether or not I should buy it, because I looked at gameplay and some reviews, and everyone pretty much said the same thing. They love the graphics and the full motion video stuff. Look pretty funny and stuff. Come on, just get out of there. Is this where you're supposed to put? I don't freaking know. Oh wait, are you supposed to like hold this back so that you could like slide? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but whatever. Anyway, I was looking at reviews and some gameplay, and pretty much everyone said the same thing. They liked the graphics, and the full motion video was like funny for what it was and like cheesy or whatever, but the gameplay was super chaotic, and it just wasn't worth it. But I'm gonna find it out for myself. This one, out of all that we've seen today, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best. There's a good amount of scratches. I give this like a 6 out of 10 on the volume of the scratches. Is that like a hair or something? I don't want to touch the back, but I just did. Yeah, you can see a good amount of smudge, a good amount of scratch, but not a lot. It's like a 6.5 out of 10. Pretty decent looking. I love it with these flashy front things here. Okay, let's get her back in. I need to find a better place to fit these. Okay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have another one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to buy this system. We have the good old Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. If you watch any 3DO video on the best games for the system, on the must-have games for the system, this will forever be in the top 5. I had to burst one of those for good luck. Something's kind of got me worried though. Thank you for this full case, by the way. I love this front flashy cover with Akuma on it. He looks so badass on there. Is this supposed to be here? Anyone, please? Skagway video. This is a protective label. Oh, this is a protective label. Customer must purchase disc if Customer must purchase disc if tampered with or removed. What does that mean? Anyway, but this is also the first front-facing part of the disc where I'm kind of already worried without even looking at the back, because there are smudges. Because it's clear, you can see smudges, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be here. There's like little stuff that's stuck on here, on the disc, in this section that you can see right here. I'm not sure what that is. Is it like stuff that's coming off of Akuma or something? Because there's some more here and this over here. There's some up here. There's one right here. And like when you feel the design, you can feel Akuma, and you can feel that he's supposed to be there. When you feel this stuff, like it's not supposed to be there, you know, like this up here. That's not supposed to be here. So already I'm worried, but I love this design for the front here. Getting Street Fighter in case was just a bit too Come on, you say to push. I'm pushing, trying to get you out. Why is it not coming out? Okay, wow. Wait, am I supposed to push this way? Okay, I got it out. Getting Street Fighter in case, complete inbox. Well, not even like just a damn jewel case. It was pretty expensive because this, I'm pretty sure, is the most sought after 3DO game, or like one of them, top 5 definitely. Let's take a look at the back here. Oof, pretty rough. A lot of scratches around each edge. You can especially see in that upper, I'd say like 10 o'clock left corner there. There's a scratch that goes from like up here all the way down that you can see. There's a lot of scratching in this. There's a lot of scratching in this upper area right here. In the middle is definitely not doing it any favors either. In this plastic here, there's a ton of scratches moving that way. There's a good amount that, yeah, this is like a, I'd give this one like a fairway if I'm stretching like a 5, but really it's like a 4.5 out of 10. Yeah, not the worst. It's definitely in like the lower half. I am not, like, hopefully because I'm just getting PTSD from my Xbox. I bought a bunch of 360 games. Some of them had scratches on it that surprisingly were not there when I watched the pictures online. But because these guys are just getting away with murder here, man. And yeah, hopefully these games work, because a ton of my 360 games are not working that I bought. Another big reason to get this video, another one of the best games out there. A lot of people will say this. Return Fire. Return Fire. Immediately what I think about is the music for this game. It's supposed to have a lot of classical in here, and from the gameplay that I watched, is there dust? No, it's just a design. It's just a design. Anyway, nice camel front cover here, because from what I saw, wait, what? Double? What do you mean? Oh, can you put like another thing at it? No, you can't. Oh, that would have been cool. Anyway. Ooh. Okay, let's just focus on the front here. Because from what I saw of the gameplay and stuff, it looked really good. Like the graphics and stuff looked really good. And the way how they used the music in the game and stuff, and the FMVs, it really appealed to me, and it looked like a fun time. So this should be a fun time. But what I just saw at the back, oh boy, oh, those are the 3 thickest. Goodness gracious, what is that? What is that in the upper right corner? Goodness. And this like, these don't even look like, this is the worst one. This is the worst one by far. I thought Street Fighter was bad. I thought John Madden was bad, because John Madden had a good amount of scratches too. This is bad. This is a 0. Goodness gracious, look at those scratches. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely, it's like they made sure. This is like a F you. Oh, you want this classic game for the 3DO? I'll sell this to you. I'll tell you that it's working. I'll tell you, I won't show any screenshots, and I'll tilt the disc like this to make it look like it's a really good clean copy. See, no scratches. I'm showing you the disc. You want to see the back of the disc? It's only coming with the disc. No scratches, right? It'll work just fine. It worked fine in this video. Look up. Oh my goodness. Good God, this is bad. If this plays, it is a miracle. It is a miracle from up on high. Look at, what is that? I'm sorry, what is that? What is that? Someone please. It's like long, loopy, stretchy, like, oh my gosh. I'm scared to touch the back, but I'm also not scared, because I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. But I still hope that it's working, because I just have to. You can feel them. You can feel almost all of them. These are deep. If this works, it is a miracle. I hope to God that this guy was not lying to me, saying that this was tested and working. I mean, tested definitely, but I mean, like, this is this is the definition. This is the poster boy for a tested game, but working. Working is something that we're just gonna have to see. Working is something that we're just gonna have to find out. Plus, in here, these prongs are damaged. About 5 of them are missing, and these ones are all turned up here. So there isn't any good grip to put it on. So as far as games, yeah, that's pretty much all that I have here. Just to recap them: John Madden Football, FIFA International Soccer, Return Fire, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Off-World Interceptor, Slam and Jam 95, Escape from Monster Manor, Road Rash, Samurai Showdown. That is it. That is her. That is her. So about how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had bought 10, but the J League Virtual Stadium has not even shipped yet, so yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see if that bad boy even shows up. But 9 games, 9 essential games for the system, in my opinion. As far as if I want more 3DO games, honestly, not really. I was hoping to get either the Yu Yu Hakusho, either that or the Sailor Moon game. The Sailor Moon game looked pretty fun, but those games, those prices are pretty high. Sailor Moon is like $50. Yu Yu Hakusho is like $69. That's the lower end, good quality options that I was able to see. I know my bed is a mess right now, but I'm gonna clean all this stuff. I just want to get everything onto focus down there. For a good old fashioned family photo. Picturesque stuff right here. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so as far as what this whole picture is looking like right now, I have not tested a single thing here. Controller should work, system should work, and a good amount of the games, 5 or 6 of them should work. As far as what I'm worried about, of course, oh boy, the good old, where is she? Which one looked the worst again? I cannot remember for some reason. Was it the Street? No, Return Fire. Whoops, almost killed myself. Return Fire, definitely worried about that. Samurai Showdown had a good amount of scratches, worried about that. Road Rash looked pretty good. Monster Manor looked pretty good. Slam and Jam 95 had average scratches, but should work. International Soccer had a good amount of scratches, should work. John Madden had a good amount of scratches, should work. Off-World Interceptor, good amount of scratches, but it should work. Super Street Fighter 2, I am worried because it's the front and the back for this one that I'm worried about. So, but most of these should work. Pretty sure they stood the test of time. Best quality thing that I have right here, good old fight stick. Buttons feel nice and responsive. Will this be a waste of my money? We will find out. Here are those clicks. Diagonal, diagonal down, diagonal back, diagonal front. All these good old switches. Switches seems to work. Nice and fine. Buttons feel to work. Nice and sturdy. Not too heavy, not too light. She feels like she's gonna get the job done. Fire stick, smaller than I thought it would be. Like, I'm sorry, come on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how small this is. Smaller than I thought it would be. But she should get the job done just fine. She feels fine enough, especially with the grips at the back helping you support it. It feels comfortable, feels fine, but you really have to move here because I think that they should have put the D-pad maybe like somewhere up here or something. Not sure where they would have put the stop and the start and pause buttons up here, but you know, I don't know, man. Like they could have moved the D-pad up just a little bit because down here you're gonna have to be like this all the time, and this is gonna get to this. All right, when you're like this, I can already tell that I'm gonna be feeling it in this finger for a couple of days. Okay, controller itself, surprisingly solid, surprisingly has a good amount of weight to it. I don't like the slope of it here, you know. Oh, forgot to show you the daisy chain, baby. Daisy chain looks fine. Daisy chain looks fine. The buttons up here feel confident enough, but it's like, because my hands are so big, I'm not pressing it like this, because I'm not playing it like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing it like this, like in the middle. You know, I'm gonna be like this, right? So I'm gonna be pressing the top of the buttons. Hopefully that's as good as pressing like down like this. So hopefully that would be good enough for gameplay. It does kind of feel weird, like it's you know, it's not thinking enough. The system itself looks fine. Looks fine, scratches or whatever, but that was in the pictures. That looks fine. So yeah, system looks fine all around. Looks coolly. Oh, let me pull this off. Pull this bad boy off. Wait, am I supposed to push down or? Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna figure out how to get this off or not. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. But my biggest concern out of all of this stuff here, my biggest concern, even more than the games itself, because I'm sure at least one or two of these are gonna work, and then that's gonna be good enough, right? But this is my biggest concern, because oh my gosh, these three, they are lined up, bro. Look at this. Look at those exposed wires. This one this one I can live with because it still has the full thing on there, but this is broken. Definitely broken. So is this. Maybe even worse broken. Look at that. Focus. Not on the background. On the thing. No, focus. Thank you. Broken. Broken. Hopefully tape will do the trick, because I do not want to risk just playing this by itself, you know, flimsy like this. I am just like, I am thinking the worst here. And if I have to buy, or I'm wondering if I can use some other AV cables, maybe from like a DVD player or something. This looks fine. I've always been a fan of thicker wires because they just look more sturdy, but these look fine. These will get the job done. These will save space. They look pretty old. Wait, can these? I'm sorry. This looks too small. Can this fit? Give me 1 second. Yeah, I just have to cure my PTSD right there. Yeah, the hole is big enough. I mean, small enough, so these fit. So yeah, this is the start of my 3DO journey. 9 games, FZ10, fight, soldier pad thingy, controller, digital stick, and we'll move on from there. Hopefully these games work. Hopefully they all work fine. Hopefully my TV's resolution does not make them look shitty. And somebody's gonna have to help me throw away all these boxes. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'm definitely gonna share a further backstory as to why I've always wanted this 3DO, as well as an amazing story that I have to tell about the great 3DO war that no one remembers. So this has been Fraser Talks. See you all next time. Bye bye.